Good morning, everyone. So I just picked up the dry cleaning for Mr. Fancy Pants. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so this morning we're getting ready to record a little something on the first interactions with our young horses. I think that a lot of trainers out there have a very good program to start young horses. I'm not one to say it has to be done a certain way to really work. I think the first 3 weeks to 4 weeks of interactions with a horse are very important, but again, I think that there are many very skilled trainers out there that can give a young horse confidence and get them started on the right track. But with that said, I think everyone has their own little special thing that they do, and so so we have a few things that we like to do with our young horses that I think will have a very long-lasting positive effect in our training. And so let me bring those starch jeans to Hot Shot over there. I think he's waiting impatiently to put some bottoms on and then and get to filming. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, so while Hot Shot films his video, we've got a couple errands to run. For some of you who knows, I like to make videos, right? So this is kind of how it ties in with my horse training and making those videos. I like to do videos, and with that ability to handle a camera comes responsibility, I guess. And as some of you may know, this week is starting the Snaffle Bit Futurity, the cow horse Snaffle Bit Futurity in Fort Worth, Texas, and it's in conjunction with the world's greatest horseman competition. And I am a very, very big fan of this competition. I really regret not growing up throwing a rope all my childhood, you know what I mean, and really messing with cows all my childhood growing up. The same as some of those top greatest horsemen, have had the opportunity to, and it seems like it is sort of a criteria to be really one of the top in that competition. But I think that a lot of it has to do with the horse and all of that stuff. So anyways, I was very curious about what it takes as a rider and as a horse to to be competitive at the world's greatest horseman competition. And it is a dream of mine. Whether it'll come true, I mean, I'm always on the lookout for a horse that I could that I could train and develop to go and do that, and then maybe this is something that those videos are going to allow me to do, is to spend a little bit more time doing some roping and doing some steer stopping and running down the fence and cutting and just getting that experience, so that even if I don't make the top 10 or whatever, at least I can realize my dream of participating at the world's greatest horseman. So anyways, I think I'm still young, and I think I still got I'll still have plenty of opportunities to do that if I put my mind to it, and I think that that's where I'm at now, especially after going and talking to all those guys. So anyways, the reason I mentioned that is that I've got a little treat for you. I've put together a little video of my interview with these guys. I've got a lot of content, probably enough to fill a whole hour, you know, and so because these guys love to talk about what they do, you can tell it's their passion to the core, and so I've got great stuff. But anyways, I put together a little something that we get just a good gist of what it takes as a horseman, and was it as a person, and what it takes as a rider, and what kind of horse you need to be competitive at the world's greatest horseman. So let's have a look at that video. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Enjoy.
I've never won the snaffle bit futurity. I've been reserve and everywhere in between, and I would not give up winning the world's greatest horseman to have a futurity champion title. No way. To me, it doesn't get any better than that. To win a 4-event deal like that, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
It's an incredible event. You know, we do the 4 events. We're gonna cut, rein, steer, stop, and go down the fence. All on one horse, all in the same bridle, and for the finals, all in the same day. You know, so you have to have a horse that's incredibly trained and confident and solid in all the events, because you're not gonna have time to work him and prepare him all in the same day. You need to keep him fresh for that high-speed fence work we have tonight. And those horses have to be really solid and really broke in all 4 events. And it takes years in the fence work and cutting to have them where they need to be, and then in the reining also, you know, so these are horses that are usually showing up as the futurity and derby horses, and they come back here as 7, 8, some of them 10, 15 years old, and showing really strong.
When you do this event, especially like when you make it to the finals here, there's not a lot of preparation involved. You better be ready when you got here, because you're not going to have a lot of time, and like there's no staying up at night, schooling them all night, getting them ready. I mean, you got to be ready. They got to be solid, they got to be ready, and they got to know that job. So I think a lot of these horses you'll find are real good-minded horses with a lot of try.
I think this is the epitome of horsemanship right here. I mean, it's called the world's greatest horseman for a reason, because how to balance the preparation through 4 events is paramount, you know. And so to know everything about that horse, I mean, you want to know every pimple on their legs, everything, you know, and you want to know what's normal, what's not normal, is everybody feeling good, and keeping them as healthy and sound and fresh and happy as you possibly can, and still feel like you're prepared to show.
When I was young growing up, we were on a big ranch, and we roped almost every day. And my brother was a big-time roper, so I would go head for him almost every day after school. And there was about a 7-year stint where I rodeoed quite a bit. And I rode bulls and bareback horses, and then for 5 years or so, I just worked for cutters when I was young. I didn't do anything but cut. And then when probably I was about 24 or 5, I started riding reining horses, and then I spent about 30 years just riding reining horses before I came back to this. So I had all that in my background, and you know, you never really forget that stuff. So I'm lucky in that regard. I think most of the guys that are excelling in this event have roped when they were young, and done some, you know, a lot of cattle work and stuff like that, and know how to read a cow. So it's a tough deal to do all 4 events, and you got to have some kind of background in all of them.
Oh, every one of my friends and colleagues will cut your throat in a heartbeat in the pen if they want to. They trying. But we're all buddies, we're all friends, and it's us against cows. We all watch cattle together, we all discuss cattle together. I mean, it's a family, but then when it's time to show, you are not related to anybody.
Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sure was very fun making this. It's always very inspiring to sit down and talk with great horsemen such as these guys, and looking forward to go down there again and do it again this year. So anyways, now we're on our way back to the ranch, and we're gonna go see how Hotshot doing. Maybe we should give him a call and see where he is at. Let's see. So this is what's going to be very important, as this stage is going to be... What does he want? Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? I'm filming here, man. Yeah, I know that you're filming right now, but I just want to let you know we're on our way back, so we'll be there shortly. How's it going? Yeah, it's going pretty good. Bunny's being really nice, and I think we're getting some pretty good content. So anyways, hurry back. Yeah, well, no doubt about that. I'm sure that you'll have great content. Well, this video here is probably going to drag on a little bit too long to add a sneak peek of what you recorded today. So how about when I come over there, we record something else so that we can have a follow-up video with a sneak peek of what you filmed with Bunny today. Yes, Master. That sounds good.
Okay, perfect. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
All right, back to the video. So, awesome. I'm gonna go over there and we're gonna put something together so that we can get a sneak peek at what we recorded working on Bunny. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed it. See ya.